Well, before we leave downstairs, let me show you where I'm growing the microworms.
Okay.
And I'll feed some to these batting fish.
All right. Let me see if I can follow you out. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. If it doesn't, I'll just edit it out. But for right now, I'm going to follow you out into the darkened area so that we can see what you're doing.
More light out here I can put on.
Okay. Get some sense of the room that he has built. Beautifully, beautiful room down here in what would be a typical basement. And so, does the temperature have anything to do with the growth of these microworms?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm going to say it's a lot cooler out here, isn't it?
They do best between 70 and 75.
And I would say we're in our 60s here, I would guess.
65 degrees, they say the production stops altogether.
Okay.
And if it gets to 85 degrees, they'll just die off.
Okay. And so, would they do better if they were in the fish room itself?
No, it's too warm in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you started with a culture.
It's running just about 70 degrees right now.
Oh, okay. It just feels cooler.
It's cooler than in the fish room, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the sides of the containers, that's the worms growing up the sides. But they're tiny. It looks like there's a lot. I mean, just along this side here,
right,
where you see the growth coming up from the food at the bottom, there's hundreds of microworms.
All right, so go ahead, show me how you take some out of it to...
Well, first of all, you have to make sure you're using water that has no chlorine in it from the tap.
Oh, okay.
It has to be dechlorinated, otherwise you'll kill the worms. And the worms coming out of this growth, this is it, baby oatmeal. You add water to it, and you don't make it too soupy.
All right. So they like baby oatmeal, huh?
Yep.
And so you're taking just a...
Now what I have to do is scrape all those worms off the side.
All right.
I'll add them to the water. They'll live in the water for about 8 or 9 hours, so there's plenty of time for fish to feed on them. That's the worms there.
All right. Huh.
Like I say, when we put them in the tank, it's just going to look like a cloud.
Right. So it's not in the medium and the bottom. It's you're scraping off the sides of the container.
Yeah, the worms grow up out of the food. Why they do that, I haven't been able to read any reason why, but it's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when they come up off the bottom like that, and adhere to the side, then you can scrape them off.
Okay. Now, since they're live, and you've only got 6 of those really tiny fish in there, is there an issue with overfeeding them?
No, you're going to see where I use the rest of the food.
Oh, so this is more than you do in one time, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
We'll use some in the tanks upstairs as well.
Okay.
The cardinal tetras in particular love them.
Oh, I betcha. Any of the small fish would.
Takes a while to get a group together.
Say it again.
The cloud at the bottom are the worms.
Huh. All right.
I'll use this baster to grab some of the worms off the bottom here.
And you use that on Thanksgiving for your turkeys?
Now if you look in the tank, you see how small they are?
Wow. Yeah, they're not going to show up at all in the video, but
They're
yes, I
called
can.
Microworms.
Yep, I can see what you're talking about.
And I try to get some on a plant life so they can't hide as well as they would when it gets down to the gravel. It could take a while to fall down. Now I'm going to stop the baster and turn off the filter on this tank. Feed it to these fish and you'll see how they go for them a lot more. Then you can really get an appreciation
Yeah.
of how small those worms are. Good reason for calling them microworms.
And how?
Now they're not even aware that they've arrived
I
yet.
was going to say they're still down the bottom. But they're starting to come out a little bit.
Yeah, once they realize the worms are there,
Then it's going to be a feeding
they'll
frenzy.
get kind of excited. You can see how fine that layer of worms is. They still haven't really become aware that they're in there.
Right. They're more afraid of us moving around out here than they are feeding
It's
right
possible.
this minute.
Usually this shy once they realize the worms are in there. And these guys just take their time just going around eating the worms. Now the next live food I'm going to try is what they call white worms. They're a little bit larger in size than these microworms and would be another source of food, particularly for these badden fish.
I think they're starting to get a sense of there's
Yeah, those
food
guys
now.
are realizing those worms are there now. Now they're all getting at it now.
And when you turn the filter off, a lot of the water movement stops, so you can see the
Yeah.
cloud sort of sitting up
Yeah,
there.
do that specifically. Otherwise, the filter would suck them in.
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly the feeding frenzy you have up in your other tank, is it?
No,
Where they splash you.
no, that's right. But
Okay.
these guys, they just take their time feeding.
The baddest you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
And the valves are sending out runners, and you got
Oh,
young
yeah.
plants there too.
That's
Nice, very nice.
And this one particularly intrigues me that it has a flame-like looking growth to it.
Huh. Well, remember that one you said was so different in growing out?
Yes.
Did that change, or did that?
No, it stayed the same.
All right,
It's
then I
all the way
captured it
down
earlier.
In tank.
Well, it looks like they're going to bottom feed for a while here, Bruce.
Yeah.
So let me turn this off and let's move up to the upper level of your.
Pull a bit of the water off. And then I'm going to take a spoonful of this food and feed it to that feather. Now, if you come up close, you'll be able to see better the live
Yep,
food.
I'm in real close, zooming in, so I've got it. Oh yeah, they know what's coming.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'll give some of it to this guy over here. He loves to eat that stuff too. Now, the balance of it will just empty out into this other tank. You see those electric blue discus pretty well in this tank.
Oh boy. Watch your feet. Get that box right there. Be careful, I don't want you to fall. Yep, that cloud went in there, and the fish are, especially the cardinals, like you said, they love
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. And I think the ones that get the most of it really are the reservoir.
Really.
Yeah.
But most of that went down to where the cardinals are, I think, right now. I guess you're.
I told her when it comes to talking, I'm the sweetest sweet talker in the world. Well, she said, you better start talking if you want me to be your girl. And she said,
Go, Jimmy, go. Go, Jimmy, go.
well, I talked her off the floor when she said,
Go, Jimmy, go.
told her when it comes to dancing,